I was on the internet too last night, and it was the Deschamps family I was looking up. That's my family. I looked back, and there was I went to Deschamps, and I went into the Weepake. I clicked on like an army guy, I'm pretty sure. His information came up. Then I clicked on, then went even further back, I looked up Deschamps again. And Baptiste family, I guess he was an army general or whatever for the French. And apparently the Deschamps brought over the first coins for Canada. I believe it was something like 1,400 and something pounds of gold coins. 12 souls, and I think something leaves. I'm not sure how much the leaves were. I think it was 1,000 and something, as far as I know. And after that, I kept on researching, and it came to the. I went up to the King's bloodline, clicked on it, and the Deschamps were in there. It was King Louis XIV, as far as I know, or Louis the 12th or something like that, the last Louis. And apparently we're related to him. And this is why God chose me for something. I'm not sure what it was, but as far as I know, I'm in more trouble than anything. So we'll see what happens, because I sinned my whole life. And maybe he wants me to do something. Well, anyways, it goes all the way up to Theodoric. The Deschamps up there. There was a 14-year-old king that was a Deschamps.
After 4.5 months, for Stephen Davis, justice has never been served.
He got overthrown or something for a couple of years, and he came back. As far as I know, for a while, I think it was like another 20 to 40 years he came back. But even before that, there was a king before him, and he was the first king, as far as I know, and we're the second king. So it's the same bloodline, as far as I know. It was bloodlines he was showing me, because on the first, just a little bit before that, he was showing me, he was talking about the bloodlines and stuff like that, and how they were reporting, because like, yeah, of course they're reporting, it's the bloodlines. But right at the beginning of all this, when I first got zapped, they told me that I was blood of Madeline. And blood of Madeline, as far as I know, is Jesus. And I had pictures of the Last Supper and stuff like that. It was coming to my mind all at once. I just about cried there and dropped to my knees. It was crazy. It was like, holy shit, man. It was overwhelming at the time, eh? It was a lot of information to take in. Well, back to the Deschamps. After I seen that, I was doing my research and stuff like that. All the bloodlines and everything up to the kings of France and everything like that were all blocked off. They do have the bloodlines. They only have the first names, but they don't put the last names in there. So how would you know if you're even related or anything? But they're hiding the bloodlines, just like inside the Da Vinci Code and stuff like that. They were talking about that.
August the 15th, 1998.
Saying hi? How she was related and stuff like that? She said she was the only one? She's not the only one. There is way more families than that. I think it's a whole monarchy too that's related to Jesus, because they carried it on after that. And I don't know if Deschamps are part of that, because like they're the second bloodline up to it, as far as I know. But I could be wrong about that. It might be just part of a bloodline that was up to a king or something like that. And it was a spreadsheet or something like that. So it might not actually be the second kings of France. But as far as I know, Theodoric is the number one. So I'm wondering what happened there and what it was all about. If anybody can help me out with that, I was just wondering. And the other side is the proud. We're a British family too. I don't know how that connects to the British, but as far as I know, we're a British family. And I'm part native too, and I was just wondering, I was on a quarter, and I was told not to crossbreed anymore, and to get a pure breed French woman. Well, as far as how close to a pure breed I'm gonna get there, but I'm just gonna wait because I was told to wait for God. So right now I'm just waiting, and I'm not gonna be touching any woman or anything like that. So I gotta wait, see what happens. And I was just wondering why I was chosen. I sinned my whole life, and then I had everything going for myself. I had a company and everything like that. There, I was just wondering. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Bye.